for most importantly, Coach Fry's family. I think anybody that ever played for him, certainly coached with him, staff members that interfaced with him, and just countless fans. It's really a sad day, certainly, and our thoughts are first and foremost with the Fry family. I know how he felt about all his kids and his wife, so it's a tough thing. Just share a little perspective with you. So I came here in 1981, is well documented, and I think it really made my perspective a little bit unique. It's back before the internet. All I really knew is that Iowa didn't have a very good season the year before. I got this, my coach, Joe Moore, his son took us out of the Blue Book. They used to have the college Blue Books. Knew that Iowa had a bad record, and knew Coach Fry was a square-jawed ex-Marine and Texan. That's about all I knew about Iowa football. And soon thereafter, I learned that they'd had 17 straight losing seasons. So to come here and see the impact 2 years into it without a winning season, just how he had captured the hearts and minds of everybody in the state, most importantly our players and staff, but just the way he had captured this whole state, it was really, really impressive. And all the great things that have happened since that time, they're all a matter of record. But I think the bottom line is that, every day he set a standard for leadership, set a standard for excellence, and also doing things within character and integrity. And, that's really what just jumped out at me before we ever, beat Nebraska in that first game, or all the great things that happened in that 81 season. Those things were already pretty prominent after being here for just a very brief time. And I think my story is probably like a lot of the guys that coached for Coach Fry, and probably like a lot of players. He took a shot on me. I didn't have a resume that would merit really opportunity here, but he took a chance on me. And then more importantly, once I was here, he served as a mentor and a role model, I think, on a daily basis. And since that time, he's also been a cherished friend. So, I can't say enough about the role that he played in my life and my family's life. And again, I think I speak for so many people that coached for him, played for him, So, the real story is Coach Fry. He's just a really impressive person, truly unique and truly charismatic. And the guy just did a unbelievable job here. But more importantly, the way he impacted so many people, and certainly in the football family, that's really evident. But it's hard to go anywhere and not run into people that somehow, some way have a Coach Fry story. It's just his reach was really, really unbelievable from that standpoint. So really my only regret, I told the team this morning, I'm really sorry none of them ever got to stand in front of him, have a chance to meet him and listen to some of his stories, and just have him address the team, because anytime he did that was always a special thing. And this is just something I'll always appreciate and obviously remember. So I'm sorry none of them had that opportunity. Fortunately, some of our coaches have had the opportunity. Then last thing, we will honor Coach Fry. We'll find a way. We're kicking a couple ideas around for the bowl game. We'll have more on that next week. We'll be able to fill you in on that, and then certainly plan to do something for next season too, on a broader scale. So with that, I'll just take a couple questions, and I know I need to get on a plane and head to San Diego here. So I'll just throw it out for any questions you may have.
Is there anything that Hayden had happen, or is there anything you're jealous of with Hayden? Is there anything like, oh my gosh, I wish I would have done that?
No, I mean, there's so many things he did that I would have never even begun to think about, let alone actually do. And the first thing that comes to mind is the Tiger Hawk. That's a national, worldwide actually, logo. And there was no Tiger Hawk prior to him coming. The A&F sticker, I mean, things like that. He just had such a vision and such an ability to sell and convince people that, this is worth doing or worth thinking about. And I mean, I've said it many times, we're so opposite in terms of personality. He's funny, charismatic. I'm neither, but he's also a visionary, and that's not one of my strengths, but any strength. So any stretch. So I think that's really, I mean, that was what was clear to me 2 years into this thing. I go to my first high school game and see Tiger Hawks everywhere, and I wasn't familiar with that, growing up in Pennsylvania. So it was just clear. Everybody was believing, and then he actually delivered in that year, and then for many years to follow.
It takes a strong-willed person to be able to work with a lot of people like themselves, and to have that kind of staff, especially the one you were a part of early on, and yet to be able to manage that. How is he able to do that, you think, and do it so well? And how did he help everybody kind of grow as coaches?
Yeah, we were all different. We all came from different backgrounds, at least the staff that I joined in '81. But the commonality is, and I did, I thought a lot about it the 9 years I was gone. Why'd that happen? What made that whole period so possible? And I think every guy, you look at the resume of every guy on that staff, the '81 staff. None of us had resumes, really. I mean, we were low pedigree guys, and for some reason he took a chance on each and every one of us. He selected us all, and but I'll tell you, there was great unity in that room anytime we were in there together. And he was at the head of the table. There's no question about who was in charge and who was setting the bar and setting expectations. But I think he saw all of us as young. Some of us were young, some weren't as young. But we were all interested in winning and all interested in doing the best we could as coaches. And he really showed us how to do things.
When Hayden was hiring you guys, you said none of you had resumes, and that is true. Yep. Did he coach you guys to coach? Was he kind of your mentor?
Yeah, he made suggestions every now and then. A lot of times after it was something that would happen, but no, I'm joking on that. But no, yeah, he always, there was just, clear, there was no lack of clarity in terms of the way he wanted to do things. And this is no knock on where I'd come from, but it was just a totally different environment at the University of Pittsburgh when I was there in 1980. And the makeup of our team was very different. But when I got here, it was really clear that the team was together, the players were together, the staff was together, everything here was together. We were going one direction, and none of us, at least I don't think any of those guys that were here knew what was going to happen in '81. I don't think anybody could have predicted that, but it happened. And to me, the thing that was clear to me, the players. When I watched those guys practice, these guys were tired of losing. They were sick of losing, and they were determined to do something about it. And probably the Michigan game is as good an illustration as any. Had they thrown the ball a little bit, they had Carter on their team. They might have won by 21 to whatever it was, 9. They chose to run it, and you couldn't run the ball. So we were not going to let you do that. And we mustered up 3 field goals and played them tough, for 60 minutes and found a way to win. To me, that was a real hallmark win. Nebraska upset was great, but UCLA great, but that was a real program setter, if you will. And we played the way we play, and but there was nobody was nervous going in. I mean, we were all confident we were going to go up there and play well, and that was due to him. He instilled that in everybody.
What was he like for you when you were hired? Did you talk to him about the job first of all, and then what was the transition like?
Things happened fast, when all that was going on. We had a brief conversation, and he certainly didn't hurt my chances. I know I don't want to speak for him, but I think the whole hope for him was to keep it in the family. I think he was hopeful that someone in the Idaho family would be the next person to take it over. And afterwards, you couldn't ask for a better, someone to follow. I mean, you follow a guy who's a legendary coach, a Hall of Fame coach. He couldn't have been better. Couldn't have been more supportive. In fact, he was too uninvolved. I mean, it was hard to get him in front of our team for quite a while. He just wanted to give me my space and my distance, and he was way too respectful of what we were trying to do. And he did give me some good advice. He said, "Move to the country if you get the chance." And I remember he was walking out of the door. I caught him just as he's walking out the door one afternoon. When this is like in May, I think we were trying to start getting serious about finding a house. But he says, "Yeah, if you can move out there, do that." And that's great advice for me. That's my getaway. That is my house in Florida or Colorado. It's right out on Prairie du Chien. So. But yeah, I mean, nothing but supportive and helpful. I mean, probably to too far extent, I've always been appreciative of that.
Did you feel a responsibility to carry on what he had
every day
started?
Yeah, every day.
Do you have a favorite story, Coach?
Just, I'll follow up on that. I mean, just like, we all have mentors, and so. It starts at home, usually with your parents, and then, people like Joe Moore and Hayden Fry. I mean, so, yeah. I got, it took me 25 years, I got a window now. So, he's looking at me and Rita every day. So, both of us better be on good behavior and better be, moving straight ahead. So, that's how you look at it. Yeah, that's how you look at it.
Favorite story?
Oh, yeah, give me some time on that one. There's a million of them, so, yeah, they're all good. But, I mean, probably, the first time I met him, he's one, as you guys know, he's one of those people you sit down and you feel like you've known him 15 years. Just makes you feel at ease, and somehow, some way the chemistry meshed, but he made it an easy day for me, and I've always appreciated that, because I'm not sure I would have been ready for a tough interview.
What was it like to pass him on the list of Big Ten in their?
I really haven't given it much thought, and I just, as I probably said whenever it happened, to me it's just a byproduct of being in a really good place with really good people. And one of the reasons, I'll finish with this, we got to go, but I'll just throw this out, and I don't know the answer. I mean, I don't know if there's anybody right now that's had 17 straight losing seasons in major college football. I doubt it, and if they have, they've probably had a bunch of coaches. But think about that in this modern day terms. I say modern day, it's 20 some years later, 30, 39, 40, 41. But 17 straight losing seasons, that's bad. Okay, I mean, that's something's wrong. And, it starts with Bump Elliott and then to hire Coach Fry. But to take a program from that level of basically, ineptness to where he moved the Iowa football program in the next 20 years, I mean, that's a storybook finish. And, I was really off the pickle boat when I got here. I had no idea what I was walking into, but I just walked into it at the perfect time. So, you think about what he accomplished, and then again, beyond the football part of it, what he just, it's just hard to go anywhere where people don't love Coach Fry, and there's good reason. He's just a really endearing person. He did so much for the state beyond the football part, and so it's pretty significant. Pretty significant to me. It's historic. The other thing, I'll leave it with this. I've always said this too. That you study the Big Ten. It was 13 years of two teams going to the Rose Bowl, and since 1981, I think all but two of the original members have gone now. So that started in 1981. It took a historic coach to break that ice, and same thing with recruiting Jerry Levias. I mean, he broke a lot of barriers, and just he's just a really unique, special person. So again, my most first and foremost thoughts are with the family, but everybody that played and coached with him, just it's one of those things, and we all. It's like your dad. I mean, your dad's not going to live forever, but we all hope they do. And I think that's kind of the feeling we have right now. Okay, thank you.